Hello, welcome to Indieformer, your hub for everything indie. To round out the month, instead of going through Kickstarter projects which Get Indie Gaming already does a great job of covering, I thought why not early access? Since I already included 2 early access games in the top 5 this month, I'm dipping back into June for some titles that you may have missed. Here are a few games that you might want to jump into early before they become more expensive when fully released. We start our top 3 with a colour-popping free puzzle game. Riding out until the end of the year in early access, this mind-bending maze is filled with creatures called crab doorknobs. You use these little critters to create a doorway into a different perspective. I tried out this game because why not? And for the entire time I was playing, I was in awe and shock. I've paid for games worse than this, and this is not a bad game. When I figured out a challenge, the music added a layer, which then added to my excitement of completing the puzzle. The animations are smooth, the visuals are pleasant to look at. I don't know how the developers are funding the game, so I asked them on Twitter. They said it was developed as a learning experience and is fairly short. They couldn't justify any price point for it, and if they did, it would sell very little, so they just made it free. I don't want to ruin how the game works. If you have the time, go and check it out. It'll only cost your time, and any kind of feedback is helpful to the developers. Eight playable characters, 8 stages, and CPUs that are actually hard to beat. It's fast-paced, it has excellent music, beautiful pixel artwork. Roof Rage is being developed by Early Melon and is in early access to get community feedback as well as make some additions. You can play online in 1 vs 1s or with up to 7 other friends in local co-op, which makes for a lot of fun and laughter. There's no 30 button sequences to remember. The controls are straightforward. And with each character being uniquely different from each other, there's great value in learning each of their available moves. There's a practice mode where you can get better with these moves and even challenge the difficult to beat CPUs. Unlike other games in this genre, Roof Rage adds a health bar to the mix that you need to keep track of, something the likes of Smash and Rivals of Aether both have variations of. Roof Rage isn't as complex as these other games, but that doesn't make it worse. It just makes it easier to pick up and play. At the moment, there's no Steam achievements or story mode, both on the list of features to be added. They just released an update on July 20 with a new character and stage, so progress is being made on this title. At the moment, the content is pretty basic, so it's probably best to buy this if you have a bunch of friends to play with. Otherwise, you might want to hold off until this is on sale.
Howdy partners! Welcome to Sky Noon, the high-flying first-person Super Smash style multiplayer showdown.
Starting out as a university project, Sky Noon is a first-person shooter with brawler mechanics. You have a grappling hook, a lasso, and an arsenal of weapons and abilities. Unlike Roof Rage, there's no health, so you just need to push and pull your opponents off the floating frontier. It's got a fun, cartoony western vibe which reminds me of Team Fortress 2 and Overwatch. So you know the goal, but how do you complete it? There's no bullets in this game, instead you use devices powered by super compressed air to fling opponents off levels. Freely moving through these levels with quick-firing grappling hooks, you can give a tactical advantage or escape a close brush with death. With 2 to 6 players in modes like Free-for-All, Team Deathmatch and King of the Hill, this is explosive fun, which can be furthered by over 50 different game server options. Pack more punch with melee attacks or turn on infinite ammo. There's a single player mode too, where you can jump and swing through checkpoints to get the best possible time. but I wouldn't suggest this game for single player. Sky Noon has great visuals, a fun aesthetic, and great mechanics. It's got the formula to be a huge game. The only thing it suffers from at the moment is a small player base. Most negative reviews on Steam are people saying that there aren't enough players, don't buy this game. But if you want more players, you need people to buy the game. So if you have a bunch of friends, go ahead and purchase the game and have some fun. Ultimately though, you'll need to wait for the player base to increase if you really want that competitive atmosphere. That was 3 early access games from June and July. These games are expected to release sometime at the end of the year or early next year, so I'll cover them in more depth when they fully release. Is this a video you enjoyed and would like to see more of every month? Let me know your thoughts below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time here on Indieformer.